Hi lovelies, welcome to my video. I actually wanted to put this video out today. This is going to be a little bit more relaxed video, but still there's going to be substance at the end, so just follow me. It's not as intense as my last video, which was a motivation video, and if you haven't checked it out, please check that out. I'm going to put the link in the below description. So I'm just gonna get right into it because I don't want this video to be long. So as you can tell by the title of this video, I would like to share something I've learned over the past couple years or so about just being confident and comfortable in the way I speak, in my accent. So I mean, you might have heard over time, or someone might have told you, if you're like me, that migrated from a different country. So I'm just going to give you a little background. So I migrated to the United States around as a teenager at 15ish. So yeah, going on 16, I migrated here. And I mean, from a country which was West Africa, Nigeria to be precise, where people speak the same way or pronounce words the same way that I did, to a place where people, you know, they're more intrigued and they were like, oh, you have an accent here. So for me, it wasn't a big deal until I started college at 16. I started at a community college because we usually graduate really early from high school in my country. So I started at 16. And I'm going to share this little story to just give a background of why I might be interested in making this video for someone. I was in a line for to buy food after I had a short break from one of my classes. I was in line to get food, and it was my turn, and this gentleman said, oh, how may I help you? And I said, oh, can I have a burger? And well, it wasn't probably quite like that. So, can I have a burger? And then he was like, well, you mean a burger? And I was, guys, I mean, it's not a big deal now, but my 16-year-old innocent self, I was so embarrassed, like, because I had other people in line, and, you know, he just corrected me so, like, you know, publicly, and I'm sure he didn't mean anything by it, but for me, it was kind of something that stayed with me, like, oh, maybe I'm pronouncing words or saying certain things in a way that maybe isn't the right way to say it. So I'm just gonna really debunk some things you might have learned about accents and all that good stuff, special and unique about how you pronounce words, be a reason for your maybe lack of self-confidence. So I'm just gonna go right into some tips and tricks to help you just be more confident and be more okay with how you pronounce certain words, right? You don't have to say certain phrases or words like someone next to you. That is just unique and peculiar to you. A lot of people, this is something I see from people like myself that migrated from another country. It's like when you come, for example, I'm just going to use my own situation, which is maybe if you migrated to the United States. And a lot of times I see most people make this mistake of when they're speaking, they speak too fast, you know, and feeling like their accent is going to automatically disappear or fade out just because they're speaking fast. And it's like, even I myself sometimes have problems hearing what they're saying. So I can now imagine other people that are probably not from where they're from having the same issue. So speak, I'm not saying if you're a fast speaker naturally to change for anybody, but at least speak at a steady pace where people can actually articulate and understand what you're trying to say. That's my own tip. The second thing I was going to say in helping is that no accent is superior or inferior to another. Okay, just because majority of the people that live around you speak or pronounce words differently than you do doesn't mean theirs is better or yours is less than. So just understanding that will also help you be more confident. And many times it's really fascinating and intriguing when you meet someone that doesn't speak like you, and it just draws you to them to make you know more about their culture maybe and about them, because an accent is one really telling thing about an individual. So don't let anybody make you feel like your accent is inferior to them just because, you know, you're not saying it exactly like they are. And many times people that come to a place where a lot of people say, oh, you have an accent, it's very easy to play mind games on them and start to and maybe you start to conform. And I do understand, like, there are some words that I used to say before, you know, like water is what we say in my country when we say water. Now, when I say water, it doesn't even sound right in my ear. It's just because I've been here for so long, right? So I do understand there's some people that it's not like they're trying to fake anything. Like, that's kind of their learning and their linguistic kind of mind or whatever is still growing at the time they migrated. So, you know, there are some people that their accent completely, you know, changes to the predominant accent of where they are currently located. The third thing I'm gonna say is, please do not be intimidated by anybody. Have you ever met some people that would just look at you and say, or you say a word a certain way and they'll say, oh, you mean this way? That drives me nuts. And they did that a lot to me when I was in college, because I was really young, naive. I had a bunch of, like, you know, friends from different races, and those wannabe Americans, or I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't know if they're wannabes. I don't know what they are. But I would say something a certain way and they'll say, I'm trying to give an example. Maybe I'll say,
I like your shirt. And they say, oh, you mean shirt? Something like weird.
like that. And that really used to bug me, and I didn't know why then. And I started trying to, you know, speak like them. Like, I'll try to, you know, watch movies or stuff just to sound more American. And then over time, as I grew up, oh my gosh, like, people that knew me in college, when they hear me now, my accent, because I'm just more real. This is how I talk. So all that fakeness, oh, blah, blah, blah. Or, and you know, those kind of people that always put R, because there's an ER factor with American English, and the, you know, like, or I want to go to the bathroom. Why? Just why? Just be yourself. I mean, people are still gonna love you if you're yourself, and no one's gonna yeah, people are still gonna love you for yourself, pretty much. And the fourth and last tip I was gonna say, and big shout out to my husband for giving this final tip, is to be comfortable when you speak. Don't try to impress anybody when you speak. Have you ever also been in a situation where you're giving a speech or a public speaking setting, or maybe you just met someone for the first time, and you're so worried and preoccupied about how what you're saying is coming out than the content of what you're saying? I know I've been a victim, because I've given several speeches and when I was in college, and I remember, I know my stuff. It's not like I'm a dummy. I know my stuff, but because I was so worried about sounding more American, I'll start to sound weird. Like, you know, I'm sounding weird. They're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm barely understanding what I'm saying. It's just a hot mess. So just focus on the content. If you're trying to meet a person, and if you meet a person for the first time, focus on just being you. Be relaxed. Put your body back. You know, stand tall and speak. You know, and it's okay. Some people genuinely don't understand what you're saying, and I say, can you say that again? And those people, you can say it again. But some people are just being plain jerks about it. Like, they want to correct every single thing you say. They want to. Those kinds of people, just pinpoint them and just say, this is how I say it. You know, I mean, I'm okay with repeating myself, but if there are some people that just consistently want you to sound like them, at some point you just have to put them in their place and just let them know, hey, this is how I'm talking, and if you don't understand what I'm saying, too bad. It's not going to change anytime soon. So I hope these tips have been able to help you. Confidence, or your accent, shouldn't be any reason why your confidence should be, you know, messed with. You know, it's a beautiful and peculiar thing about you and where you're from. There's a reason why you're from where you're from, and that's something that you should hold dear and embrace. Okay, friends, until next time, see you. Bye-bye.